Bam! Hello everybody, and welcome to Superchill. How you guys doing? So, chances are, if you're listening to this, you're probably here on Patreon. Bam! First of all, I gotta say, holy shit, thank you very much for your guys' overwhelming support. What a lovely thing you guys are all doing. Also, I'll kind of explain a bit about what I'm doing here. So this is, whether you've seen a Superchill or not before, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, that's okay. We'll kind of get into it. Also, if you hear some weird ASMR style fleshy rubbing, bear with me. I've got really bad hay fever at the moment, and I'm trying not to rub my eye, but it's super itchy, and I shouldn't because it'll make it more itchy. But every now and again I'm going to, because that's the kind of person I am. Just a terrible human being. So, we're playing City Skylines, and there was a ton of different suggestions on what people wanted, and you know what? All of them very strong. Originally, I was going to do some Shopkeep 2, because some people said that, and I was like, oh, you know what? I've not played that in a while. But then it turns out the game asked me to play through the tutorial again, and I started doing it, and 10 minutes later I was still doing the tutorial and was like, fuck this noise. And so I moved on to something else. But all those other things, I'm going to try and do one of these a month roughly, maybe more, maybe less, probably not less, but maybe more. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how if you guys are into it. If you want more, great. If not, that's fine too. You know, I kind of rely quite heavily on feedback. That's very helpful for me. If you don't like giving feedback, that's fine. Don't worry. You don't have to at all. It's just nice that you're here. And you know what? Let everyone else know. You know, drop a comment on this video. Say hello to each other. You know, we're trying to harvest a little community here. All of you are lovely, wonderful people. Bam. There we go. How's that? Is that good? Is that an intro? I don't know. So, what we're doing here is, this is kind of just a bit of an experimentation. I'm going to be not necessarily building a ton, but sort of flicking around and trying to do some bits and bobs, because I'm thinking about doing a new City Skylines series, and was kind of thinking about doing it in a desert. I've got this desert map. Already, it's a bit annoying because it's quite hard to actually see the boundaries. Here, very easy, but when you start zooming out, kind of tough. And I'm just kind of building a city up, because I think if I was going to start a new series, it wouldn't be super long, because super long series don't really work very well, or at least for me. They don't kind of people don't stick around that long. Attention spans are short, and I get it. That's fine. You know, you don't have to watch everything. And I'm sure some of you will say, but we do watch everything. And you know what? Bam. Good on you. But a lot of people don't. And kind of need to not maximize the views, otherwise I'd sit and just do, I don't know, new update to Fortnite stuff. But I'm not hating on Fortnite. It's just not really my not really my style. What are we doing here? Just some little roads. I kind of want to add a roundabout. Like this? Maybe. So yeah. But I've been kind of itching to do some more city buildery stuff. Not enough money. Well, fuck my life. We'll put it on fast forward mode. So we only have this little town at the moment. The places aren't really named properly. This was just a starting area just to get some bits down, because I've been trying to fiddle around with special packs, doing custom themes and things like that, and at the moment, so quad set is one. I'm trying to get this slums one to work, because I really want to do a goofy mega city. Did that even stick? Okay, quad set. But I'm not sure if this actually is working. I've not really done a lot with themes. There's a lot of clicking to do. We do need loads more homes, but we need some cash coming in first. And so yeah, this is sort of just to fiddle around. Also, man, I'm gonna get so Captain Distractoed. Normally we'd cue a funny little edit there, but not today. This is just sort of raw, fairly uncut sort of stuff. Maybe there'll be a few cuts, maybe not. Who knows? You? Do you want to come? We're just making new towns. Oh yeah, money. That old chestnut. Sure, something like that. And then that can like connect up to there. We're just trying to get just some vague infrastructure working. There should probably be like some extra like zoomy roads that come around. I don't know. We're not too worried about making this all super efficient or pretty. Just kind of testing it out and getting some money, unlocking some bits, because I want to come in with a pre-build of a bunch of things and then build like an area, like a more advanced area, almost like an island. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not an island. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's why we're playing this. Because I kind of thought, you know, you guys can see a little bit of the behind the scenes of like how some of this stuff gets made, or how some of the planning goes. Because, like, tons of stuff, like, I kind of plan, and then it doesn't really go anywhere. Either I get bored or annoyed, or a combination of the two, and do something different. We can probably fit something in there. No, we can't. Not enough money. Now we can. So yeah, a whole bunch of like ideas never ever like come to fruition. And some of them I feel like they would be really good. Some would be probably turn out to be terrible. Like for a long time I was working on a Jurassic Park sort of style map. This was before the Jurassic Park game came out, the Jurassic Park like park builder game. Do you remember that one? Man, that game was not great. I did not enjoy it at all. And I really felt like I should have done. And Parkosaurus had come out, and like I didn't really care for Parkosaurus. A lot of people love it, but not me. I was not one of those people. And so, yeah, wanted to do like a super jungly island map, and had got a bunch of assets. Had like brought in a bunch of dinosaur models, which I could overwrite the animals in the game with, and so actually put down herds of dinosaurs in the game. It was really super dumb, but thought it'd be funny to do like a weird thing. But it just, once again, I was trying to do goofy stuff with themes. It all kind of jerked around a bit, and then the computer that I was doing it on, it had like a drive failure, and because we were using RAID drives, so like basically like two hard drives, and it's writing to both those drives at the same time, so it's like speeds up stuff. One of them died, which meant I lost everything on both. And oh, what is this? Why is everything abandoned? Oh, I guess we just don't have enough people. Why aren't people moving in? Shit, you moved in right on the corner where you don't have electricity. We just need to like get other people moving in by there. It'll be fine. And so yeah, then I lost the map that I'd spent like ages making, and all of the assets and stuff that I had to like manually set up by hand. And yeah, I was just like, wow, just fucking kill me. So that whole series got scratched, and it kind of put me off of City Skylines for quite a while. Like I started doing some for streaming, which was fun. Wow, why is this like a two-way system? That is super inefficient. Can we upgrade this? Like, that will make it run so much better. You as well. Okay, that should speed up traffic. I was just like thinking, like, why is this roundabout being really janky? But actually, now it works. It was because it was a two-lane street. So yeah, it stopped me doing cities for a while, and I really thought it'd be fun to. Why are you a bad boy? Oh, because you're like 1 millimeter outside of where you're supposed to be. There you go. Alright, shops will make people happy. People should move in by here. Why the hell are they not moving in by there? And already this house is abandoned. Get out of here. But like the industries thing came out, and I was like, bam, that looks really cool. And just didn't really play that much of it. And with the campus thing coming out, thought, oh, that could be fun. Just like doing a little bit. Because where are some of my props that I wanted to be using? Not them. Man, like I'm just not because I've literally got... I have so many mods on here, and so many upgrades. It's like hundreds and hundreds of different things have been added to this. Unfortunately, none of the things I'm looking for. Wow, that's a lot of signs. I am never going to place any of those. Maybe we should. Like, have one here. Jeez, like rotating stuff is not super good. Right, do you want a sign here? Spartans. Good job. Great. Everyone can see that as they're coming into town. Where are the things I'm looking for? What are you? Just more billboards? Oh, maybe it's in here. Okay, right. So it was these, like, slum buildings. So I basically wanted to build, like, a giant slum area. Why there? I feel like there should be more of them. I thought I downloaded, like, hundreds, but maybe not. Also, maybe they're not activated or turned on. Who knows? This is what this sort of thing is for. Just us working out why are all the mods broken? Why is nothing working? Why is the game crashed again? Which happens a lot when it's super badly modded and unstable cities. You know what? Unsorted. Oh geez, are they all hidden in here? A yacht. Wow. Sure. There can be a yacht there. Houseboat. Oh my god. Wow. Why don't we do like fucking... just make Waterworld. Like a little baggage car train. Wow, they're cool. Tons of boats. Man, I don't remember there being that many boats. Elephants! Oh. I wonder, can we... if we... Is that working? Are we gonna get an elephant in here? Maybe. We'll see how that pans out. Maybe there'll be elephants, maybe there won't be. Right, no one is here because we need way more houses. We have been super distracted. Blammo. So, in a long story short, this is what I'm doing at the moment. This is why I'm playing cities. Pow. I hope that all makes sense to everyone, and no one's too mad. Please don't be mad. Bam. Right, just get roads and houses. That is all we need now. Sure, not upgrade. Come to there. Like this. We'll sort out the other bits in a minute, but we kind of just need a bunch of people living here. And so, chances are, once the actual series happens, if the actual series happens, and if it is even on this map, wow, a lot of variables. Oh, that's very neat, isn't it? I hope that those back squares are working. Yeah, chances are none of these like places will actually still be on this map. Once I've got enough money and everything's kind of like tweaked around, it will probably all be very different. But for now, this is what we are sort of building. And some of it might stick around. Like, I might kind of latch onto some areas and be like, oh, that's really cool. Or like some bits that I build. We'll just have to see how it all goes. Right, once a few more people move in, that'll be good. People still aren't moving into that area, which is weird. Is it because it's not, like, super sexy? Maybe. Right, do you guys want, like, a Medi Center? Put it on the high street. Sure. And that's basically all our cash. Need a few more people to move in, but we can just extend that down for now, because otherwise everyone's going to get super salty. Hooray! It's a boomtown! Good job, everyone. We get a bit more stuff. Wow, just all the roads. Tons of fucking junk. The pyroclastic. Okay. Boom. Great. So some of this stuff is like modded in the game already. And I honestly don't know which is which. like, because I haven't played much of the last update, I'm not sure. So I was sent a copy of the campus thing. I haven't fired it up yet. And I don't know. Like, some of these buildings are new, some of them are modded. It's been so long since I've played like a vanilla version of this game. I'm just really not entirely sure about it. But we'll see. Bam. Oh, we've got 40 grand. Okay, right. Get some community school. That should probably be on the high street as well. Pow, have that. Police station. Have like a little old-timey police station. Great. And we've got a Medi Center. Fire station. Here you go. Have a fire station. Right, that should keep everyone pretty chill around here. Maybe they want some parks or something, but we can kind of get to that in a minute. Or now. Park with trees? What about these guys? The Japanese gardens. I always used to use a lot of them because they fit very neatly into the footprint of a single building. And you wouldn't have to like kind of smash other buildings around it. Use shops. Not enough money. Perfect. Well, that's okay for now. More people are moving in. The demand for shops and industry and stuff will come up. Wow, there's a forest fire. That's not good. And you're feeling bad. Wow, it's like a real cliff face. But yeah. Man, why do you keep like wanting to live there? Stop. Stop. Have I used one-way roads or something goofy like that? No, I haven't. All seems fine. Maybe just like they need like... Can I get like a real cheap park to throw in there? Bam. There you go. That should like cheer up people and just fill out that last little bit. Why are people slowing down here? That's no good. You should be like zooming along that freeway. I guess it's like that thing. Do I have move it enabled? I do. Right. There we go. Okay, I think I fixed it. I think it was too close and that was making it weird. Bam! We did it. Now we can just kind of like watch everything sort of pan out a little bit. We need some more industry, but we've got space to expand. So yeah, guys, just go to town. Bam. So yeah, anyway, like, once again, this is going to be rambly, not make much sense. This is just kind of... Just, you guys have it on in the background or something. Maybe I should have said that at the start. But yeah, so like, I started Patreon, which I guess you all know because you are here. And it was a bit of like a weird move. I've still... It's like a strange thing to do because it is... kind of just directly asking people for their money. And, you know, it's 2019. Who has any money these days? But, yeah, like, it still is, like, feels a little bit strange to be doing. But not that, like, I'm gonna, like, explain myself, but kind of to explain myself. Yeah, like, just, because there was the YouTube, partner thing, or whatever that thing is called. Distance too short. Really? What? Oh, it's because I've got weird lines on. Like, that thing was up and running, and lots of people were asking me about that, or asking, do I have a Patreon? And was like, you know what? I don't have a Patreon, but I could. And so made it to sort of, with the rough idea of giving some direct feedback, or getting some direct feedback from people that, you know, sort of are a bit more invested. I guess, like, you know, from a monetarily value, you are, like, more invested. Oh shit, we need a graveyard. People like graveyards, don't they? So that can just go slap bang in the middle of, like, over here. Boom. And that'll cheer everyone up a little bit. And, yeah, you know, be able to justify doing videos and stuff that you guys want to see, because like at the moment kind of do some videos that are, I don't know, like kind of, I always like to do videos that it's stuff that I want to do, you know. It's more kind of, I guess this is how like the whole channel built, the sort of ethos, like not really chasing like the trends too hard, just playing like random goofy games. A bit more recently have had to be paying more attention to, right, some videos don't do as well. Like, I cannot do those anymore. Like, I still will be trying to do, like, stuff that I want to do. But if just certain videos just really perform badly, or are constantly getting flagged, then I'm like, okay, right, I cannot really risk doing those as trying to like do this as like a job. It's kind of like weird, you know. I wouldn't necessarily say it demands a lot of respect at all, as anyone can kind of sit and play computer games. And so saying like, oh man, it's actually kind of fucking rough at the moment, then I feel like my response would be just get a real job, do something that actually pays. You know, if you want to make bespoke bicycle seats, you know, do that if you can get paid. Once again, it's gonna be very rambly. I'm just airing my thoughts, and so yeah, some things have to get cut from the channel because, like I was saying earlier, like longer series just don't really perform that well over time. And if in that same slot I could be doing like some different games, some like funnier, shorter, like freeform things, then I'm gonna do more of that because that stuff means that, like, you know, can make a massive difference whether I make like, you know, like $100 from a video or $50 from a video, and suddenly that kind of really is a big difference. How are we doing for power? Not super good. We're a bit dry on cash. We'll just keep it on fast forward mode. That kind of solves all the problems generally. And so yeah, bam, Patreon got opened up, and so with part of the idea of, you know, help to sort of subsidize, you know, this nonsense that is the Angory Tom channel, and the other part sort of, you know, be able to have you guys have some say in some of the content that goes out. That, you know, kind of what I'm thinking is, you know, monthly have a video that's going out on the channel, which would be, I'd put up like a poll, you guys would all vote on what game you'd want, and I could put up a list of 10 games or have everyone suggest games, whichever you think is best, and we then put a video out and be like, bam, this video this month was chosen by the Patreons. And if more Patreons turned up, then suddenly, if it becomes more economically viable to be doing 2 of those a month, or 3 of those a month, or 1 a week. Wow, that's like a real sexy curve of a hill. Then, yeah, would be able to do more and more, and then if you guys would be able to get to have a bit more input kind of thing, see the stuff that you want to see, because all the time we kind of get recommended stuff, and or ask like, you know, oh, when are you going to do more of this, or do some more of this stuff, and generally my response is like, probably not for a while. It didn't do very well. Like when I meet people in the street, and or like run into random folks, and they come say hello, one of the main things people bring up is quiz time. They're like, when's quiz time coming back? Where's quiz time? We love quiz time. And like, quiz time was a ton of fun to film, and also it was kind of like a goofy series because we sort of just turned up and just chatted shit, and it was a lot of fun. But like over time, sort of like the views dipped on it, and was like, you know, people are less hot for it now. Maybe it's time to like retire it and move on to something else. And if every now and again we'll come across some quizzes that we're like, okay, bam, this looks really funny, and we'll come back and do a surprise one here or there. But it isn't something that is going to be like a mainstay. Whereas if you guys were like, pow, we want to see more quiz time, and you want everyone kind of like works together and you vote and have that, bam, then quiz time, it comes back for like an episode or something. Does that sound like it makes sense? Does that sound like a terrible idea? I don't know. I'm kind of like need the feedback. I need like to hear your guys' impressions on this whole thing. We'll see how that goes. In turn, like, there's other games like that we get asked about a lot. Like, holy shit, Alien Isolation. My god, is hands down the most requested thing that's ever been asked for us to play. And whether I did it with Simon or if I was to do it with Lydia, who are the two people that I'd probably go to and play horror games with. I'd love to do more with Harry, but Harry really doesn't like horror games, which I always say that's what makes it funny. But he does not see it in the same way. He sees it as their spooky, scary times, which is not not as fun for him, I guess. But kind of fun for me. I like that. And so, yeah, the problem with Alien Isolation. What are we doing here? What building is this? Institute of Creative Arts. Do we really need that in like our little fledgling town? We can have like a book place. That's fine. Do you want like a book bank? 20,000 bucks. Jeez. Sure, man. Hope those guys enjoy their books. And an elementary school. Probably need one over here as well. Great. You guys enjoy that. I think they have one over here. I think I placed one early on. Sure. Yeah, everyone's happy with that. High schools. Oh shit. That's the problem. University, yeah, we're not going to worry about that for now. We'll save up and we'll get high school. 24 grand. Woof. But yeah, Alien Isolation. Holy shit. That game's like 18 hours long or something. And so even assuming those, for every hour of gameplay, if that was to get chopped down into a single video, that's still 18 videos. And maybe the first one would do like pretty well, but after that, no one would be watching that anymore. It would not be so good. And when it first came out, I played a bit of Alien Isolation, and honestly, didn't care for it that much. I know people really like it, but not super hot. Just sort of hiding stealth horror games really just don't do it for me. They're just too slow, and after a while I just get really frustrated playing it. And after you've died like 20 times in the same area, like the scares go, and it's just like kind of getting annoyed. And getting annoyed when you're trying to record something is usually not very conducive for entertainment, if that's the right word. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm not saying that we'd never do it, because also me and Lydia, we tried recording they did like the DLCs where you could play as, you're doing like scenes from the film, and we did that, but we lost all of for some reason it didn't record any of the game audio, and the game audio is quite important in that game. And, oh sweet, look, the train. Hey buddy. See ya. And yeah, was a bit heartbreaking that didn't work. Really, really sad. And after we'd done it, it was a bit of a slog, and there was some really funny moments, and was like, wow, we're kind of not going to be able to recreate that. And that kind of put me off doing more as well. So that's another thing for Alien Isolation. I don't know. I'm like I said, maybe there's an Alien Isolation coming. I thought I had auto empty on in this game. Is it emptying? Multiple problems. Oh, maybe it is auto emptying. Okay, great. Sure. Good job. That was from the mods. I was using previously, I was using a different emptying mod, but that stopped getting updated and wasn't working. And it turned out every time it would try and empty, it would crash the game. And it took me way too long to work out why that was happening. Where even are the garbage dumps? Oh, here. Garbage and industry. Oh, okay. Because it used to just be garbage. Can I get one of these? Garbage atomizer. Wow, 54 grand. Yeah, probably not yet, because people are going to get super sad. Uh-oh.
Predict an earthquake could hit the area soon.
Oh shit, I probably should have turned off natural disasters. Where is this?
An earthquake is occurring.
Oh.
Don't panic and wait for help if you are in the affected area.
It literally just destroyed my brand new fucking garbage dump. Ugh. Ugh. Wow. Earthquake. You know what? Just while I'm doing this, while I'm just like setting up a map, I don't really need that many natural disasters on. Here, look, we'll just turn it down to like really low. So if one happens, you know, shame on me. Okay, we done? Wow. Well, I guess we don't have to empty that other garbage dump anymore. That's a pro. Oh, did it destroy all my power as well? Oh, that's kind of like almost the worst place that could have landed. Right, I've got to like repair the roads. Sure, that's fine. And then I need to get new power. Oh god, can we get money? That was not part of this. 60 grand, that's probably as much as I'm gonna need to be able to get the old power plants. We're just sticking with coal for now. Because it's pretty cheap early on. Hopefully that is all good in the hood. Oh, sewage. Ugh. Right, where's my peeps? Okay, okay? Sure. Also, actually, I kind of always like tick these up to 11%. Bam. And so that should really help our cash. Bam. So what was I talking about? Patreon. Boom. So yeah, 100%. Once again, like, thank you so much to all of you. Right now, give yourself a pat on the back. I hope you're filled with a warm feeling of happiness and pride and satisfaction. Maybe. Oh god, this place is on fire. Sorry, I'm trying to be like nice, but the people want to kill themselves. Sure. And you... Can I relocate you up here? Give like better coverage over there. Great. Bam. Yeah, it's the... lots of people are going, but money's good. Right, just leave it on fast forward mode. And power. Why have they got no power now? Oh, it's because the buildings all got smushed. Is that good? Everyone chill? That power plant is really not happy. Just kill them. Just get rid of them. Yeah. Like, bam. So, you know, I've not really spoken about it that much on my channel, but I think I'm gonna change that. I'd like think soon, you know, maybe doing, because if I'm doing Patreon videos, we'll start mentioning it more at the end of videos, do a couple of like little stings in between, stuff that's going on. Like, do you guys like it when there's like a title card thing of, you know, a bit at the end? Oh, that's my phone. A very professional person doesn't turn their phone off when they're recording. What an idiot. And, yeah, are you into, do you like kind of having, like, boom, like a page come up at the end with like all the patrons' names on? Because I've seen people do that. Or do you not like that? What do you think? You know, I'm just hoping for a big old bombardment reply section to this. About any section, any part of this that you can remember me talking about. Blam, give me your opinion. I'll probably put like a thing up there with some prompts on as well. Hopefully that will help. Yeah, would that be good? Would that make you happier? Or is that not a good thing? Either is fine. Honestly, just let me know. Man, we're kind of getting like a bit of a poo lagoon over here as well, which was not the intention, but that's how it's working. So we didn't have a river to deal with. There is the ocean somewhere on this map. Oh, over here. Wow, but that's quite a long way off from the city. Yeah, exactly. So that kind of thing. Any of these things could work. Could be a thing that happens. Also, at the moment, like, the Patreon is set up in a style of kind of just, if you like, the $5, $10, $25, like the tiers thing. I didn't really kind of put in any real tiers sort of thing because I wasn't sure. I don't know. I'm pretty new to this whole Patreon type thing, and so not sure what the best system is. But if there were bigger tiers that presented other stuff, would that be a better incentive for you guys? Or do you like that everything is just the same rate and you just want to donate what you can? That kind of thing. Both angles seem fine. Like, I was doing like a bit of research and I heard big pros for either argument kind of thing. The people that I have been like a Patreon of in the past, they generally did the sort of system that I use at the moment, which was they just dump out the same like rewards or same like goals for everyone. Everyone just gets to enjoy it. Like, it doesn't matter how much you put in, that's totally fine. If you want to throw in a couple of extra bucks, boom, good for you. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. Like, everything's like super chill. Anything that you're adding into that, like, you know, sort of like beggars cup, is all super cool. But then, you know, doing like more bespoke Patreon things, doing weird things at higher levels, you know, sending out Patreon merch or something for higher amounts. Maybe that's like a good angle as well to like drive or grow it in more of like a business sense. But I've got no idea, and I'm sure maybe a lot of you guys have no idea or don't even care. That's just kind of how it goes. And you know what? That's fine. You know, we're in the same sort of boat. But I'm just curious to see like what you guys will think. Fuck me. Fine, that's gonna stay. Why is this? High demand for industrial offices. Is it because we've got too many smart people? What is it? Uneducated. Oh, we've got a lot of educated people, and we don't have like better offices. How do I like up my office thing? I can't get like mid-tech because we need to double our pop. Is it like, man, okay, I'm just going to be like a dum-dum, and I know you guys can't respond, and it's not like I'm going to be really continuing on in like a gameplay thing. Do I just have to put like nicer buildings around here to increase the demand and so they'll upgrade? Or do they need like industry stuff? Like, we've got cash coming in, like, we'll give them some parks and shit, like, see how they feel. If that kind of like improves things, why not? Is that good? Are you guys gonna upgrade now? I guess it's helping. Sure. Great. So yeah, but like maybe in the future might switch over to a thing like that. Whoa. What is this? Who is this? The fucking hover car? Leighton Crowley. What the hell? Leighton Crowley. Okay, right, I'm glad you're back onto using roads now. If you can, like, stay out of the sky, that would be pretty good. Jesus, like, fucking Leighton Crowley in his supercar. Okay, he's behaving now. Good job. Stay out of trouble. I've got my eye on you. Yeah, so that thing that we were just talking about until the flying car came along. Maybe putting in some tiers and doing some stuff like that. I did notice that no one went for the $10,000 a month Toddy tier, which is fine. You know, that was kind of like a joke tier, but just in case anyone is feeling, you know, absolutely fucking insane, then that is an option for you. You know, just if you want to do that, suddenly, basically, I'll just make any fucking videos you want. If they're super sexy, probably can't put them on YouTube, but Just saying, could be a thing. Warning, that was a joke. I probably won't do sexy videos. But I think, everyone's got a price. And I'm sure at some point I can discover what mine is. Yeah. Bam. Not what I was expecting to be talking about just right now. But it's all okay. I'm just gonna get rid of these. That all still works. Great. Man, we still need that industry. Are these guys not upgrading? No. What do I do to upgrade them? I need freight. Right? Shipping yards, I think. Modest packs. What is that? Faculty. Okay. Trade school campus, liberal arts. Oh, okay, maybe this is got all the school stuff. Wow, I didn't think it was working yet. Maybe it's actually gone live. Sure. Right, where were we? Bam. Yeah, so that's kind of the Patreon side of things. Once again, I can't thank you guys enough. It's very humbling to see, people throw some support down, and that you guys are into this. It's a weird thing. I never ever thought I would be doing YouTube as a career, even though I'd worked as a producer for the Yodcast for a long time. It was never a plan of mine to be making my own content like this. I like designing content for other people, and I thought I was pretty good at that, but didn't really think I'd want to do it because it just seems like such a fickle and risky business, which doesn't seem like a good call. And also I don't know, getting a little bit older and kind of feel like I should be trying to do something a bit more sensible or make a career or something like that, which I kind of don't really. Oh shit, why are they all building there? Why are some people really obsessed with some areas and not others? This is good real estate. Is it because of the stinky power plants? It might be. But yeah, so... Oh, that's going to kill all of our power, isn't it? Shit. Fuck. There we go. Yeah, so it's kind of cool, with stuff like Patreon, can make this a bit more viable. Getting some weird levels of demonetization at the moment, which kind of feels like it comes through in waves, which is always kind of fun. Or weirdly videos listed as adult videos. Once again, a bit what you could get from the Toddy donation level. Not that would happen. And yeah, they're getting listed as sort of age restricted is really bad. That really kind of basically you may as well say this is gonna earn no money. Because it'll go from, yeah, bam, this video will make $100 to this video will earn $3, that sort of level. And when that happens, it's oh shit, it's because I said fuck a few many times, or even not, just I'm just not even sure. One of the Forager videos, and that game is not bloody or violent, and I don't think I was more crass in that than many others, but I don't know. Sometimes it happens. Whoops. Yeah, so Patreons, you're great. Cool dudes. And yeah, so I'll be making it a bit more public now, and I'll start to tweet about it and have it as a thing. If you've got any friends that you think might want to sign up and be a Patreon, bam, why don't you go and hassle them? Why don't you tell them you too could feel warm and fuzzy on the inside because you're helping out Tom and his very dry kind of voice, and that's cool. We can all grow together. Bam, for sure. So yeah, next subject. I don't really have a next subject. I should probably have like planned like a talking points a bit more. That was something I was going to talk about. Before I was coming up with doing like a Q&A. I kind of want to do a Q&A video, and I think that'd be fun. And I think I'll start like another section on the Patreon with like a thread with you guys can post questions. I had asked about this on Twitter in the past, and on a previous Superchill video, and had made this like gigantic list of like tons and tons of questions, and had gone through and had copied out like the names of everyone, and so I could put like the user who asked it, blah blah blah, all of this stuff. Very good. And then remember that computer that died? Well, that list was on that computer, and there was like, I don't know, like 100 questions. It had just taken a long time because it had had screenshots of every like YouTube comment and like tweet, so I could like bring that up because I thought like, oh, that would look really nice in a video. That's quite like a fun thing to do. All of it was gone, and then I was like, fuck doing a Q&A. But I kind of want to do one again. I think it'd be good, you know. I like sometimes feel like I go a little bit mad when I'm just like chatting away, and I just kind of start talking about random nonsense. And if there's nothing really to like help catalyze conversation, then it really gets rambly, and I just don't really know what's going on anymore. But a Q&A could be very strong, and we might try and do that. So if there's any hot questions you're super hot for, boom, throw those down, because you know what, I'm an open book. I'll talk about most things. Yeah, although if you ask like, you know, what's your favorite Pokemon, and I say it's, I don't know, Trubbish, and it turns out, wait, why am I putting this here? Trubbish isn't your favorite Pokemon. Like, don't get upset. It's fine. You know, we can agree to disagree. Yeah, it'll be all good. How's the city doing? Man, we really actually haven't built all that much in. Wow, it's like 50 minutes. Or probably just under, because I started recording the audio. I don't know. You don't need to worry about that. That's behind the scenes nonsense that you probably don't care about. But yeah, so also I need some other ideas for like some Patreon content that's just for you rude dudes. Like I was kind of thinking of doing like some behind the scenes stuff with Josh, because Josh edits a lot of my videos now, and going through this with him, and possibly having him sit there and talk about how he goes through editing a video. Is that something you'd like to see? Would that be interesting? Or does that sound super lame? What do you think? Because I kind of like give Josh like a lot of feedback, but now there are some videos where I can kind of like just trust, like, okay, you've got the style, you've got the Tom look down, and honestly, I kind of think he does it better than me most of the time now, and yeah, super trust him with the content. But if you'd like to see some behind the stuff there, great. If there's other things, you know, I was kind of thinking about doing some vlogs, but I might do some vlogs, but air them just on Patreon to begin with. So, because I don't know, I'm not really like a vlog kind of guy. I don't really know what you do. At the moment, I find it hard enough to struggle keeping, like, you know, my talking going and moving my hands, let alone trying to remember what my face is doing. And so although we do stuff with like face cam, that's normally there for like horror value kind of things, or if it's kind of like, actually maybe if there's just other people there, because it's good to like capture, you know, seeing two people together. I don't know, I like it, I think it's fun. But might do some vloggy things. Also, something's going to be coming pretty soon. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. is going to be another Little Cities video, and I think I'm actually going to be doing 2 Little Cities videos almost back to back. Not back to back on days, but back to back. They'll be much closer together, and I kind of want to start doing more stuff like that, because like I put that video out, like we'd worked on that for a long time. It'd been like months in the making, had done like, because it took a really long time to film that, and then it went through like 10 different like edits to make it to the end. And I'm not saying it's like a masterpiece by any means, but was really happy with it come the end. And there was still even bits that I wanted to change, but kind of made the call like, let's just put it out, let's just see how it goes. And Josh was an absolute sweetheart during that process, because I was a tyrant with all the changes I was like making, and he was very helpful and diplomatic, and like, to be honest, like he came up with like most of the edit ideas and just really made that video what it was. So big shout out to Josh, my beautiful little bubble boy. But yeah, so have a whole load of that stuff, and I'm gonna make some more. And because the last one, I'm not sure if you've seen the views, but like as of today, I can even like check. Is this gonna bean sort of my recordings? Probably not. Please don't start playing random videos. Great. Pal, where are we? Angory Tom? That's my YouTube channel. That's what I'm like searching up right now. Where is it? So it's on 391,000 views, which is insane. It's my second most viewed video, and it's kind of really, technically, should be my most viewed video, because it's behind the City Skylines episode 1, the Poo Lagoon, which I put out 2 years ago, probably a bit more. But because that's been on my landing page, that thing auto-plays a lot. A lot of people have seen that, and that intro, man, if you have seen that intro a million times, the holy shit, geez, I have, and it kind of makes me cringe now. But the smaller city thing did really well, and I kind of think that's actually like helped, like my channel has sort of ballooned up a little bit in recent times. Not massively, but I had like a good old spike in growth, maybe like 20% spike in growth, which, I don't know, from a lot of business people would tell you, that's probably pretty good. It's not completely across the board, but was like super nice. Oh, bam, busy town. Thank you. So yeah, I'm kind of just rambling because I'm really proud of it. I really like that video and want to make some more. And I really like those little model cities. So if you guys are hot for that, that's cool. If not, that's fine as well, because it's definitely coming. And yeah, so might be next week, might be the week after. Also, Tom and myself will be doing some more movie dungeon stuff. We might be getting Simon in, but we might be getting some other guests in, because this is really like a Tom and Tom kind of project. It's something we've been talking about for a while, and we might even look into moving that over into its own channel and trying to do that kind of weekly or something on the side, just because I think from playing, like researching games and playing games now, like quite a lot. I don't play any games for fun, really. Any games at home. Like generally, if I'm playing games, they're really quick fire and forget things, or I'm doing it for videos, or just trying to work out like, shit, I need to find some other games to play that'll work with like my current like sort of style. And yes, they don't do that, but watch a lot of videos, and I hang out with Tom quite a lot, and we talk about movies a lot, and we were just like, fuck, some of this stuff is kind of funny. I feel like we could make this into a thing, and we've got like a platform, and we can kind of like launch it a bit more than just starting something completely blank and fresh. And so that's going to be more of a thing. So if you guys are hot for that, pow, great. That's stuff that's coming up. Okay, I kind of think maybe we'll wrap this up here. This thing is not really advanced much at all. I might just like cheat and give myself a ton of cash and build a ton of bits to move the city along. If you guys want to see like a kind of 5 to 10 episode City Skylines series, let me know. Maybe it'll just be a school. Maybe I'll build a whole thing and then we just build a big school campus if people are hot for that. But let me know. I'll be really curious to find out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this sort of Patreon super chill is how we'll call it. And if you want to see more stuff like this, great. If not, let me know what you do want to see, because I do super appreciate everyone who's here right now. And if you want to, if there's stuff that you're specifically after, like I will, you know, be trying to put some videos out for you guys. So bam. Until next time, everybody. Goodbye.